Here's how to pay your newly designed school tax bill. Page 1 shows your tax account number and parcel number, as well as the breakdown of your assessed value and any exclusions you may have that result in the actual billable amount. The top third of the page 1 shows your tax collector's name and office address, as well as the receiving hours to pay in person. Other payment options may be listed, such as a Dropbox or a website for online payments using an e-check or credit or debit card. The middle third of the tax bill details the values and millage rates. These totals are displayed here for the discount amount due and the base amount if you don't pay in discount, and the penalty amount if you pay on or after December 1st. The lower third of the page 1 is actually your payment stubs. If you're making a one-time in full payment of your tax bill, you will use these payment stubs located on the lower third of page 1. They do show the amounts that are due by the pay-by dates. Depending on whether you are paying in discount, you pay by September 30th. If you're paying the full base amount, you pay by November 30th. If you miss that and it's December 1st or later, you're going to be in penalty. The 10% penalty is going to hit and be due by December 31st. And that covers off on page 1 of your tax bill. You do not send the first third. You do not send the middle third when remitting a payment. You send the payment stubs. You must send both stubs if you want a return receipt, so I have something to send back to you. Now, page 2. Page 2 has the installment plan option, and it has 3 sets, 1, 2, 3 sets of payment stubs for your first, second, and third installment. If you want to use the installment plan option, you must submit the payment stubs for the first installment with your payment on or before August 31st. Once you opt to pay on the installment plan, there is no opting out. You are paying the base amount of your bill divided by 3 payments, and therefore you forfeit the 2% discount. Installment 2 is where you would be hit with the late fee of 10% penalty should your payment not arrive or be postmarked on or before October 31st. That's key to note. All payments made after December 15th must be in the form of a cashier's check or money order. No personal checks are accepted from December 16th to the 31st. Even if you've made your first 2 installs by a personal check, you can't walk in or mail in December 16th. Your third installment with a personal check has to be money order or cashier's check. However, if you're going to do an e-check, you have until December 20th to use that option online. Okay, all payments, like I said, made after that time must be by cashier's check or money order. Only credit and debit cards will be accepted for online payments from December 21st to the 31st. If you want a return receipt, you must provide a self-addressed envelope with current first-class postage applied on and both payment stubs for the corresponding payment. Any errors in this process of receipt request on your part will result in no receipt being returned to you. If you pay online via my website, eldredtaxcollector.com, you will receive a receipt immediately following payment to the email address you provided. Please remember not to combine county municipal bill payments in the same check as a school tax payment. If you have several parcels for the same billing period, such as county municipal, interim A, interim B, school, you may submit one check equal to the total amount of all those parcels' bills for that billing period. If you're paying online, there are fees you will be responsible for when using a credit or debit card or e-check. Cards have a percentage-based fee, with American Express being the most expensive one at 3.25%. Visa, MasterCard, and Discover are at 2.5%. Now, the e-checks have a flat fee. They're $2.50 for the first one in the transaction and 50 cents for additional payments on the same transaction, up to a total of 5 payments allowed on a single transaction. If you would like to pay using a credit card or e-check but don't have access to a computer or the internet, please call my office during business hours and have your tax bill in front of you along with your payment method, such as your checkbook or your debit credit card, and I can process your payment over the phone. If you don't have an email address and want a paid receipt after completing the transaction over the phone, you may stop in and pick up the receipt during business hours or send me a self-addressed stamped envelope so I can send you the receipt in the mail. Thanks for taking the time to watch this tutorial. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any further questions, please email me at eldredtaxcollector@yahoo.com or call or text my business cell number 570-290-7260.